Straight up, Masterclass podcast. You know what time it is.
You're tuned into the Masterclass.
Yeah, shout out to Masterclass podcast.
There we go.
And it is a class of masters.
Yes. OG Samge, Rashid K, triple.
Probably the only hip-hop podcast that I know.
First podcast to give me a shout out, so you know the real recognize real.
Shout out to the Masterclass podcast. I'm right here, man, rapping you. Yo, I love what you're doing to hip-hop.
And you know, they're always talking, shining light on us as the artists,
Sure.
as the music fraternity. And since I appreciate it, so keep on doing what you're doing, man. I
Appreciate you, man. Good to see the.
Shout out to the Masterclass podcast. Mwah.
Welcome to a very special and honored edition of the Masterclass podcast. I go by the name of OG Triple. You know what time it is. 150 times we've been sitting by a mic talking hip hop, and it's another one, vandaag, just for you. I don't do this shit solo though. Been doing it for 150 with my nigga Rashid K.
You know what time it is. The Masterclass podcast episode 150.
Yeah, man.
My name is Rashid K, the HNIC head nigga in charge, the peace ran guard, the original article down. We're out here.
Word up, man. As it's 150, couple of thank yous for us getting this far. Like, it hasn't been the easiest of missions.
Nah, it wasn't.
Especially since this shit don't pay nobody.
Hey.
You know? But big shout out to Am Studios, man. They've held us down. I won't say from episode 1, but like from episode 10 or so. And they've allowed us to come into this creative space.
Yeah.
Meet other podcasters, you know.
Yeah.
I want to say that we were one of the first.
Yeah, we've been
to
here
make
for
this
like
shit
3
pop,
years now,
you know,
4 years. Yeah.
So big shout out to them for holding us down, dog. I don't know if we'd be able to keep doing this thing every week if it wasn't for them, you know?
Yeah, shout out.
And then another shout out to everybody who's been part of the crew from when there were 17
From
of us
day
shooting
one,
this
from
thing
day one, yeah.
to us being 3 or 4 of us, you know, sometimes just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
So big shout out to everyone who's been involved. The day one homies of the Masterclass podcast. Like I said, episode 200, man, is going to be for you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to prove that you're from day one, but
We're gonna
we
bring,
know though.
We're gonna bring them through. We're gonna bring them through. Everybody's gonna be here.
Come through, man. Come kick it with us. We'll put a couple of homies on the mic
And
as
shout
well.
out to the Youth Quake. You know,
Youth Quake. We've had Women in Hip Hop.
Yeah.
We've had Mali
Spotlight.
Factor
Yeah.
and the rap homies, you know. So the channel is up. The channel is running. It's growing, you know, as at its own pace. And it's all thanks to you guys, man. 150. And we ain't going to stop, my nigga. I ain't stopping. I don't know
Nah,
about
we're
you.
not stopping. We're
We ain't
not
gonna stop,
stopping
man.
for nothing.
It's important information like we were speaking about last week.
Yeah.
Off air. Just talking about how our content for all 150 episodes, there is no content like this, I think. You know?
Yeah.
We're not interviewing anybody. Yes, it's commentary and our opinion, but it's a informed opinion.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're not just out here talking shit. It's things that we've been through that we can comment on and things we've seen, some of the boardroom meetings we've been in and how things are done in those boardroom meetings. This is where you can come and hear about them.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to a meeting with an A&R dude and I'll come back and I'll tell you exactly what homie said.
What's going on? What's happening?
So big shout out, man. I'm very happy. I'm proud of us. I think we're only growing from here, G.
Yeah, we are. This is the first episode of April.
Oh, word, yes.
Yeah,
yes. It will be April
What's
when it
going
drops.
on radio?
It's April time, dog.
Yeah.
It's April time. I don't lie to you. I don't know. As long as there's no hip hop on radio, I don't give a fuck.
Aish, I'm back. I'm back on Ukozi FM for another year.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out, dog. That means the plug is still there, man. We can
Yeah,
still
yeah.
plug you in. Pause.
You know, so it's better than nothing.
It's dope, my nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
From what I do know, the only commercial spaces where you can find a 3-hour spot for hip
Hip
hop
hop, yeah.
would be Ukozi. I know Kwekwezi has like at least a mix. I was speaking to DJ Soweto and he was telling me he's on Kwekwezi.
Yeah.
So there's a mix or two come there, you know, and then there's also Lula Odiba who
And,
does
On 5FM.
on 5FM with the 5 hip hop nights. So those are the shows I know about.
There's Hip Hop Parliament on Likwala Kwala FM every
okay.
Friday, yeah.
See, so there is some hip hop still on it. Oh, we're coming back. Maybe there's gonna be more shows.
Yeah, they must bring back more shows. Let's hear and find out what's new this April.
Yeah, you know, there's a space for hip hop and radio, but also it's not the only space where you can make your things happen for yourself. As a hip hop artist, there's so many other avenues now that you can, you know, use radio as
There's
a billboard.
podcasts they don't break down things like us for an hour, you know, because when there's something happening, they're gonna talk about it for like 2-3 minutes in passing, and then they play
then
the
it's
music,
done, yeah.
and then it's whatever that they on about.
I-
Yeah, but like this is home for hip hop.
Yeah, we are up and running. Eventually, they're gonna have a situation where we can play music, and no one gets flagged. Everyone makes their money.
Yeah,
You know, that would be dope.
somebody must figure that out. Spotify or whoever, they must.
Do you think the big corporate labels? Do you think they'll allow some shit like that? Because I saw WhatsApp. People are saying you
Bro,
can play music on
if-
WhatsApp.
Yes, they have this new feature where you can play.
The labels have to be involved with that kind
Yeah,
of shit.
I'm saying even with the podcast, the same way you can play a song, attach a song on an Instagram post or on a TikTok post. Because every time you do that, the artist get paid.
Yes.
You know, so why can't they do that on YouTube with the podcast? You know,
Yeah, I think licensing as well. You know.
no, but it does it automatically. It does it automatically. If your song is on Apple, it means it's available on Instagram. If your song if your song is on Spotify, it means it's available on TikTok. They can have deals like those, like okay, podcasters, a podcast that are on YouTube. YouTube has a deal with whoever. These are, you know. So when you play the music, it counts as a Deezer stream.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you're saying more? They must team up
They must team up
to make it fair for everyone to get paid.
Yes,
Yeah,
you know,
'cause-
instead of now you're flagging my episode. No, just pay the artist.
and they don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
like you do with Instagram. When I attach a Drake song to my picture, Drake gets paid.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, if it happens with individual podcasts like ours, if we're like, we want to play music and by some way we get the licensing from it, how do we make money from that? From playing other niggas' music, as well as them making that bag. So if Deezer is saying you guys can play the songs through our platform.
Yeah.
How do the artists make money in terms of us now? Because now it kind of kills the fact that I'm no longer buying music if I can go on WhatsApp and just listen to it.
Yeah, but it counts as a stream. You're still streaming music.
Oh, okay.
You
So I
still-
don't have to pay.
Yes,
I wouldn't have to pay WhatsApp for me to be able to have this access.
because you can't do that without data.
Yeah, and as a
Either way you're
podcaster-
paying for it. Not directly, but you are paying for it.
So as a hip hop podcast, what if we had like I don't know what kind of deal we can get where we can play hip hop music exclusively on our podcast? Would we have to pay the label for them to give us that music? Same way radio does. Like the radio pays a certain fee every year, and then they can play whoever they need to play. If as a podcast I want to do that, would I have to pay some sort of entity?
Yes. You'll have to, but you know, we're not using our own platform. We're using YouTube. YouTube will have to.
yeah.
YouTube
There's
will
that
have to have the same way TikTok has agreement with Spotify. You know, so you don't have to go through all the nitty-gritties if you want to post a song on TikTok. You know,
Yeah.
because TikTok already handled
the
that
song.
with Spotify.
Yes,
You know, Instagram already handled that with Apple Music. So you can just search for any song that's available and attach it to your video or to your picture, and it plays. And every time it plays, that's a stream.
I think it's going there, my dog. It's really,
Yeah.
it's definitely, even the labels, I'm sure they're looking into it in
Yeah.
a very big way of giving podcasters the ability to play music on
That
their
would be
streams.
dope. That would be dope because we can do a show like Live Amp or Shizness on YouTube where we play videos, there's people performing without a risk of an episode getting flagged.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, once they approve that,
we should be
TV
nice.
will be dead.
Yeah, I know that.
You know, because we'll have all these shows on
YouTube. Yeah, you wouldn't need no DSTV
No.
or any of that shit. All right, but that's all good.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Week,
I hope somebody's working on that.
they probably are. If they're not, we're sleeping then. If
Yeah.
they're not, we're sleeping on it.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Week, how's it been for you? Anything that caught your eye that's been crazy during this week? I think we covered a lot of the shit last week. But
shit is still. Let's see what's happening now. Because there's too many long weekends.
They're coming up, dog.
Too many long weekends. There's the Easter weekend coming. That's gonna be a long weekend. Immediately after that, there's April 27 long weekend, Freedom Day weekend coming. So it's gonna be 2 long weekends back to back
as well.
Back to back, and after that, there's Workers' Day. Yeah.
Oh, this would be a nice time to have a new song out.
Yeah.
This would be a really cool time to be getting gigs, actually.
Yeah.
Whoever dropped in Feb, March, I think they did very well if they were considering what's about to come.
Yeah, if they had a proper rollout plan.
Yeah, and there's no country, I think, even though I don't have the experience, but I don't think there's a country where music during long weekends and that is so important.
Yeah.
You can make your money at the gigs, and your song can be making money off the streams while you're doing all of that shit.
Yeah.
I like to see that, man. Yeah, the hip hop week has been crazy for me. 2 things that caught my eye that I wanted to bring up to you, Doug. I saw a couple of weeks ago, Big Brother came to an end.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweet Guluva. I think he won that shit.
Yeah.
But the thing that really got me, and I was just, a part of me was upset about it, but a part of me was like, I understand, right? DJ Zinhle
Yes.
posted a couple of weeks ago about how she's spoken to Sweet Guluva's moms, and she's like, before Sweet Guluva even came out the house,
Yeah.
and she's like, her and somebody else want to make a song with Homie, right? And then it made me think, like, are these artists culture vulturing on hype? Because that's not the first time some shit like this happens. Tira's done it before with Temba Broly. I know K2. Remember K2? People were already saying, yeah, he's the next guy with the Barz because they've seen him in the house. I don't know if I'm being mean, but I feel like that's fucked up to do. Is to already, you don't even know this person that you've been watching on TV, but you're already calling their moms and saying, yo, I want to make a song, or like that. Does that benefit DJ Zinhle more than it does Sweet Guluva, or is it like a win-win?
It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. DJ Zinhle might be riding on the hype, to stay relevant. She's
really, like, she's the girl, man.
Yes.
She's the it girl. She's like, it's Zinhle, dog.
That it's up to an artist, a featured artist, how he runs with that.
But now
make it beneficial to you. Like that's the entry point. Take it and run with it.
But young like kind of a thing, you know what I mean? Because I came to Big Brother to win 2 million rand.
Yeah.
Yes, a part of my profile and a part of my personality on the show is that I can rap or I can make music, right?
Yeah.
But now you're not even giving me the chance to come out the crib and find myself as an artist. Already you want to hoy me in studio and like fuck my shit up. So let me just finish this point before. Like you're saying, it's okay for it to happen. Ne?
Yeah.
But I've never seen it where it's benefited the artist.
The question is, what artists do with that after the whole thing? Now you have a song with Tira.
Yes.
So do you expect Tira to babysit you, to spoon
but
feed
Jimmy,
you?
I didn't expect to have a song with Tira.
I'm saying yes, but you're an artist. You see, with Big Brother, there's musicians, there's DJs, there's
actors.
They're gonna get opportunities. If Generations decides to take one, you can't say no. Generations is taking advantage.
Yeah, they kind of are.
No, it's gonna.
I don't think they do it with the artist's best interest in heart.
But it's the numbers game. The people who were watching that show every day are now gonna watch Generations. It's a win-win situation.
I don't think so, dog. I disagree with you on that.
Do you think
it kills
artists don't
niggas.
benefit if
it kills you.
No.
It does.
How?
You coming out of a my man, let me tell you, you're coming out of a house. Maybe you won like Sweet Guluva.
Yes.
And you at that moment, in that 2 months or 2 weeks of you coming out, you are more popular than a DJ Zinhle at that time. So if you're an artist, your
For
head
that
shit,
particular
you should-
moment.
but that's why these niggas capitalize at that moment.
Yes.
But I think you
That's
shouldn't
why.
allow
That's
them.
why you shouldn't. As soon as you get out of the house, go to the studio
And do
because
your own
you
shit.
are hot that moment.
Yeah.
No, do your own shit. How? You don't have the know-how. You know, Maporisa or DJ Zinhle can put you on radio tomorrow.
But you're
You know,
on already. You're
if
Sikulu. You're the
you've
guy
been-
who just won Big Brother.
Yes,
dog.
but you don't know how to plug the music. You come out with the name. I've got people from Big Brother, this very one, calling me. So how do we do this? I'm gonna give my manager your numbers. It doesn't mean that you were at school. You were getting the master classes there. You still the same ignorant fuck that came
Into the crib.
into the crib. Doesn't mean now that you coming out, you are knowledgeable. You're
Yeah.
still ignorant about the industry.
I get you, nah, and you're right about that.
Yeah.
That's facts. You don't come out there knowing everything about what you're trying to do in life.
Yes.
Right? But I just
If
feel
you're
like
making demos, you don't have new ways of doing that.
the hype is a new way on its own.
Yes, the hype, you need a Maporisa, a Kabza, a DJ Zinhle
Yeah.
to take that
I don't
hype.
think so, my dog. Dog, you've seen these guys come out of this house and they are super famous for like 2-3 weeks after that. Cece, shout out to Cece, with her finance. She took Liema, who won, or she was in the other one, the one before this one. Liema is dope without Cece. But now I don't see Liema anymore because if Cece's not doing something for her, she ain't doing shit.
No one has been, whether signed or not, whether went independent or got signed, no one from Big Brother has been famous forever.
Nobody.
You can't,
And
you
I think
cannot, you cannot.
it's niggas' fault.
So you cannot blame a DJ Tira
I'm
or a
blaming
DJ
them,
Zinhle
dog.
because even people who didn't hook up with those people didn't make it, didn't go anywhere.
Exactly. My thing is we
So
don't
it's
know.
not about these people who are trying to put them
Hear me
on.
out. Hear me out. We've never experienced someone come out of their house and try use their own fame, and that's because the celebrities, the Poris and the Zinhles,
We did.
they make sure that
Temba Broly dropped
nothing.
an album.
I
dropped
know
an
Tem.
album.
Temba's my nigga. I chill
Yeah,
one more time.
but he
that
dropped an
shit
album.
killed him.
What did that shit do?
Killed him. Having to what album on his own?
Yes, he
his
dropped a
album-
full album. He dropped a
Yeah.
full album. What did that shit do for him?
But his album on his own, after he's failed with a DJ Tira, is not going to sell as much as if he had just tried to push this shit without a big name around him. You know what I mean? Now that we know that he fucked, like it's whatever he did with Tira didn't work, so chances of me going to listen to his own shit, slim to nothing. But had he come out the house with the popularity how we all fucked with him,
I think
he
that's
might have
just
been
shifting
bigger.
the blame.
Dog.
I think that's just shifting the blame.
So I'm saying artists are shifting the blame on whoever comes to get them out the house.
No, I'm saying whoever came out of the Big Brother never made it, whether there was a Tira involved or not.
I'm
so
saying
you
it's because of
cannot
those
say
niggas,
you
dog.
cannot say where Tira is involved, it's Tira's fault. But where they fucked up on their own is nobody's fault.
Where did they fuck up on their own? Because they
Because-
were on their own trajectory already. They were moving however they were moving. Like you said,
No,
they
but
didn't
I'm
go into
saying,
the house
I'm
and
saying,
get information and come
I'm saying they're all famous for a moment. They're forgettable. They're forgettable. You know, no one is still relevant now. Even the people we're talking about, 3-4 months later, we would have forgotten.
Yes, and it's, especially the ones who are actually talented. I do feel like even corporate, they'll come into the space and they'll see that Pomudimo is cracking it in terms of the numbers. Then they'll put her on an advert that sort of kills her whole movement.
I see my boy Muzi the Mbuzi is getting
Shout out
a lot of
Mbuzi.
gigs now. Yeah, because he's a DJ.
He's a mixed DJ. Hip hop. Probably not, no?
Piano, whatever.
And who took him under the wing? Nobody, right? He's alone. He's doing.
I don't know.
He's
I
doing
don't
this
know.
thing.
I don't know who took him.
But believe me, Nanjam.
Yeah.
Believe me, as soon as someone comes and tries to tap into Muzi's momentum and what he's doing right now, he's gonna die. It's gonna be over. And that's what I've been seeing. And I feel like if I was in them or doing that before homies even come out of Big Brother, that's like exploitation.
The thing is with reality TV, just because you're famous you are watched by millions of people doesn't mean you are extremely talented.
Yes, that's very true.
Doesn't mean you're extremely talented. You know, if you had that talent, you would make it.
Okay, I hear you. And even for you, if you're watching someone on Big Brother, for you to go and approach that person or that person's family before they even come out the house, you believe they have the talent, right? You believe it. As a big name, you believe that this person, when they come out...
I may believe that the numbers are here.
Yes, that's my thing, though. That's what I've been saying.
It's not... I may see the average talent, like he's mid, but the support he's getting... Yes.
I think that's fucked up.
It's not a...
It's fucked up.
But I see there's no talent, but there's numbers. So
Also,
must I let those numbers slide?
I like, not at the peril of that nigga's fucking life, dog, or that chick's career. You are gonna make numbers, and you are whoever you are, you're still gonna pop or without this nigga.
Let's see what happens.
We know what's gonna happen, G.
We don't. No, we don't.
We know very well.
We don't.
That
we'll come back here and say,
he popped from Big Brother.
Look at him now. He has a #1 song because of Zinhle. You're going to say, no, it's not Zinhle. It's because he's talented.
Yeah, because he's dope already. Zinhle is jumping on this nigga's bandwagon. And now the numbers are obviously going to increase because it's Zinhle. But this nigga could have got there without it. I don't know. I didn't even know the nigga could rap.
That's what I'm saying. Don't say he's dope because he's popular.
Yes, I'm not saying he's dope because he's popular. Yeah. But he can use his own popularity to benefit him and not benefit other celebrities. It
has never benefited anyone in the past.
Including the celebrities. Yes. And I think they do this shit on purpose to these kids, bro. They fucked them up.
I don't think so. I think
you genuinely... Come on.
I think it's just... You just have a conspiracy.
It's not a... It happened.
It is a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy.
It literally happened, dog.
I'm not buying it.
Oh.
I'm not buying it.
Quick one before we get into class. People have been hitting me up about this shit, dog.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago when we were speaking about Younger Chief, that you said that, and this is the premise, but it's not the conversation I want us to have. I wanted you to break this shit down for me properly so I understand it. So when I judge niggas, I can judge them with the right information. You said that AKA has lines and doesn't have bars, right? And I wanted to ask you that day is, what is the difference?
It's how the sentence is constructed.
Okay, talk to me.
You know, like a bar. When you hear a bar, you're like, oh shit, how did he come up with that? You know, it's not like straightforward in your face. It may be, it can sound simple, but the meaning behind it. For example, there's a line by Common that says, I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't have the patience. You understand?
So is that a line or is that a bar?
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
That's a bar because to be a doctor, you need patience to operate.
No, we get the bar.
And to be a doctor...
But what makes it a bar?
And to study for 7 years, you need to have patience. So that's a double entendre.
Got you. Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? It may sound simple. A bar, it must like... When you hear it, like, oh, wow, oh, shit. You know, that's a bar.
So
that's why when you say something like, yo, bars, you know, even when you're not rapping, when you're saying something like profound, people like, oh, bars. Even if it's just a post, you know, you're not rapping. If you said something profound, people like bars. That's a bar.
Okay, I get you. I can't disagree.
Yeah.
And then a line?
Lines are different. There are cheesy lines, there are nice lines, there are clever lines, there are, you know, but not every nice line is a bar.
So I can't say the common. I like that you brought out the common. So the common bar that you're talking about, I can't see it as a line. I can't say that's a line.
That will depend on your understanding. If you didn't hear what I heard, you'll take it as just another line.
So then bars and lines would be subjective to whoever's listening to it.
Not subjective. It goes with understanding. It's poetry. Yeah, it's poetry. That's why if they put a poem and say analyze this poem, they give us the same poem. I can get 60% out of 100, and you can get 90% out of 100 because you understood it more than me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's all about understanding.
Okay. All right. Makes more sense to me. I get it. I
Yeah.
don't want to fight about it, but I just feel like I thought in my head that if you're saying there's a difference between a line and a bar, a line would be then something that is short and catchy, and then a bar would be something more complex.
Yeah, a bar is like saying something in a creative way. Like Big L says, I'm so ahead of my time, my parents haven't met yet.
Yeah. Big bar.
You know what I'm saying? So there are many ways, simpler ways of saying that. But he decided to like...
if you had to say that...
It's like, before I exist, my parents have to meet first.
Yeah.
But I'm ahead of my time.
Okay, so from what I'm taking is that creativity and delivery make a bar. And then with a line, you don't have to even... It doesn't have to be creative, and it doesn't have to drop at the right time. So something like Stoko, that's a line.
Yeah, that's a line.
That's a line.
Yeah, that's not a bar.
But it's the big... It might be what makes the song.
Yeah, it could be. A simple line can be... And in most cases, simple lines are more catchy and memorable than bars. You know?
Okay, but that's also subjects. Because
Yes,
I remember more bars than I do catchy shit.
I'm saying people, when singing along to AKA South Africa, hey,
Ta-da.
everyone will sing along to that. It's more memorable.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
can't
mean
say
it's a bar.
that's bars. No,
Yeah,
no.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying simple lines are more catchy than bars.
Than bars.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
Bars
it.
are for the listeners.
Yeah, so you heard that, right? Whoever's been bugging me about that, saying I'm letting Rashid say that AKA doesn't have bars. So with Mega, you'd say his type of artistry back when he was doing his thing, he was more of a line rapper, like good lines.
Yes.
But he
He
never
had nice
dropped like
lines.
crazy double entendres
Nah,
that
he doesn't.
nobody, no Stogie T type line. Stogie T is a bar rapper.
Yeah, he's a bar rapper. And those are not understood by everyone. You know, that's why I'm saying that's for the listeners.
For your core audience, or
Yes.
those who know you for that.
Yeah.
And then your lines is for everybody to be able to relate to it.
You know.
There's no problem, I think, in having the ability to do both. You know, even in one song, it's a really great skill to have when you can drop
And
bars
you don't
and have lines.
have to you don't have to be a bars rapper to be dope. You know, there's a lot of artists, you know, that drop classics without. 50 Cent is not a bars rapper. Snoop is not a bars rapper. It doesn't mean.
But I do feel like they have bars. Though.
When we say you're not a bars rapper, it doesn't mean you whack.
Yeah.
You can
True,
be a good
true.
storyteller without using fancy words or fancy entendres.
Yeah, no, for sure. No one's
Yeah.
saying that. Like, I think probably 70% of especially South African artists are lines rappers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
There's a few gingers, stogies, and P.O's. Not every rapper is like that, especially in the mainstream. You hardly find bars rappers.
Yeah. Shout out to Twiza. What he does with his podcast, that's bar rapping.
Yes. You need to be barred up to go there. To Twiza's show. You need to be
If you don't have
barred
it,
up. Yeah.
you're gonna be fucked. And I'm also seeing, I saw like Jamie Foxx and people are watching that, you know, so there's interest in South African bar rappers. Zulu Meka,
because that's
bar rapper.
different. They don't have. Shout out to Twiza. They don't have something like that even in America.
Facts.
Yeah.
So even if you do sound American on that show, it's like, yo, this
It's
is dope.
for the
what-
world. It's for
These guys are having a conversation
It's for the world.
in
Yeah.
rap. You know what I mean? There's a movie like that. I forgot what
Yeah.
it's called. Shit, if you know it, please give me the link. I want to watch that shit again. Where the whole movie is in rap. Like these guys were spitting the whole movie from when it starts to when it ends, 1 hour, whatever it is, and they just bars for the whole movie. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I wanted to clarify that for those who didn't know, man, that there is a difference between being a bar rapper
Yes.
and having dope lines.
Yes.
And we must try not to confuse the
Yeah.
two and call niggas who don't have bars bar rappers.
Yeah. Every time you hear a nice line like bar. No, it's not.
Nah, word up. Anyway, let's get into class then, bro.
Let's get to class.
We
Let's
missed
get
it
to
last
class.
week talking
Nkuli.
shit. Hit the bow there, Chief. Chief.
Yeah.
What's on your mind? What you want to talk about? What you
I
want
want
to
to
teach
talk. You know the same old saying. No publicity is bad publicity. Do you believe that?
Or bad publicity is good publicity?
Any publicity is good publicity, whether good or bad.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe in that. It's been proven, I think, for many people who have really popped from being notorious or infamous, where the
in a South African context. Can
bad publicity.
can you, for example, can you blow up and become a superstar from a sex tape?
Yes, definitely. Yes. I just it's sad that you don't see a lot more of it, but in Mzansi, if you
Do you have any references? I know in the States, like Kim Kardashian blew up after that sex tape.
yeah.
You know,
There's no references, dog. Like it's because we don't have our industry in that sense is not as big. Or
so
as
it hasn't
commercial.
been done before.
I don't think it has been done. I
Where,
don't
where
think we're ready
someone
for it.
where someone had a sex tape and
Became the biggest.
become like you see them every day on TV or you hear them every day on radio.
Yeah, that hasn't
It
happened.
hasn't
yet.
gotten to that.
It hasn't happened yet. If Boitina had a sex tape,
Yeah.
she would grow in terms of her popularity. But I think in South Africa still, the reason why we don't even have these kinds of stunts is because it might fuck up your corporate bag. So publicly, having bad publicity, I think, is good because people are now going to go stream your stuff. We're going to go watch your video that wherever you are whiling on, or we're going to just follow your movement or follow you on TikTok or grow your social media as people who consume your shit. But corporately,
You know why
might
I'm
lose
asking
out.
that? I saw a video of Mahu performing, wearing a very, very short skirt. And the cameraman was shooting from
Showing the panties.
not even the panties, showing the
Full cake.
you know. And I'm seeing it's trending all over social media. I'm seeing people, the majority of people are disgusted. Yeah, I lost respect for I'm like, how is this good publicity?
It's great, dog. It's great.
How? I'm like, how?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to remove myself and just be a normal South African citizen. Yeah, well, if I see that, I want to go see more from her. I want to go hear more of her shit. You know, why are y'all talking about this hand so much? Oh, she's got a short skirt. Does she even have good music? Now I'm doing all the stuff that I would have never ever done had she not had bad publicity.
I think in South Africa it's different
Yes, it is for sure.
because
I
we
agree.
Africans, we still have that Ubuntu.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
You know, you can't like the baby inside the Walmart and shoot somebody dead and become a superstar after that. In South Africa, that won't happen.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? I think we're different here. You know, there are stunts that we can pull, but they have a limit.
Yeah.
You know, we can't do everything that Americans do and hope to get the similar attention or like propellation to superstardom.
No, it can't be the same.
Yeah.
Our bad publicity is also not the same as what they would consider bad publicity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for you, like you're saying now, if someone had to be part of some gang in Eldos and was killing people and is an artist, it won't pop for him here. But in America, like killers are rappers that are known in the game. You know?
it's
Street cred.
things they embrace are different from things we embrace, you know. Like here, it's not cool for rappers to go to jail. It won't even build your profile or your brand.
Yeah,
it won't make you
if
sell
anything,
records.
it
won't
fucks you up.
Yeah, it fucks you up. It won't
you
make
up.
you sell records. You're gonna come back and you're gonna have to struggle to
You're gonna
start
have to
again.
Pitch
You-
black or joop this thing.
Yes.
Where
You know.
Yeah, but also with the Joop example, he goes to jail for killing kids, comes back, has the biggest show on TV. So is that good or bad?
Well, it was it was a culpable homicide. It was not murder. You know,
You
there
getting
was no
technical with it
intention.
now, though.
Yeah.
So you think we consider that?
Yes, it was not intentional. He didn't get out of the house, get in the
Saying,
car with
yeah,
an
not
intention to
premeditated.
kill. Yeah, it was not
But
premeditated.
if you're going to take drugs, get in your car and drive, we can't say it wasn't intentional. Yes, you didn't
and-
wake up saying you're going to do that, but what
Yeah.
you did could have led to that and you knew it. So there's that. And then
There's
we,
that, and
we can forgive you for that, but we can't forgive you for having a sex tape.
and we must consider backgrounds. You know, someone who kills, who's from the township or from the squatter camp, and there's no money at home. You know, when you come back, it's gonna be a worse situation than when you went in. But if you Mama Jack's son, like Joop,
There's opportunities.
there's
though.
opportunities.
You have money.
There's trust funds.
Yeah,
when
I
you
get
come
that.
out, you sorted. You have an apartment. You have a car already. It's like you're gonna be. When Joop got sentenced to 4 years, I posted something on Facebook that got people so mad.
What you say?
I said, after 4 years, when he comes out, he's going to be better than you, he's going to be richer than you, who's been outside for 4 years.
Yeah.
Hey, people were mad. And that's exactly what
Because He
happened.
killed people.
No. I'm saying because of the background. He's from a rich family. He's from Mama Jake is powerful, well-known, connected, you know. So I'm saying the background counts. That's why I mentioned that thing. If you're from a normal family in the township or in the rural areas or in the squatter camps with no extra money to waste, you're on your own.
Yeah, it's like the difference between Jubesy and Pitch Black. Like,
Yeah.
It's a harder climb for Pitch Black than it was for
Yes.
Jube, you know.
When Pitch Black came out of prison, he had to start afresh. He had to think, where am I gonna stay? What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna do? You know, it was different from Jube's situation.
So then from what we're talking about, then we're kind of saying that the publicity, whether good or bad, can work both ways. Or you're saying good publicity is good, bad publicity is bad.
I'm saying there's always, it's a yin yang.
So it's both ways.
It's a yin yang, because sometimes you can do something good for publicity and you get criticized for it. Why are you
Yes,
taking
yeah,
pictures,
facts.
giving kids shoes?
Yeah.
Why are you taking pictures,
Yeah.
giving
Poor
these
kids,
girls
yeah,
sanitary
yeah,
pads?
yeah.
It backfires.
That
so-
happens a lot.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Where we're just like, look at this guy. trying to
it
get
happens
school
a lot.
shoes. We know you, nigga.
Yeah. And if it's bad stuff, it's not shown. Oh, you're trying to hide it. You're trying to hide it. Why are you hiding the bad stuff? Why are you showing the good stuff? There's all this. That's why I'm saying it's a yin and a yang.
For real.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's literally good. All of it is beneficial to you in some way or another. Even the negative that comes from it, I think it's still good for you if what you're doing is trying to build you and get your popularity and sell music or sell whatever you're doing, you know?
But now,
I think it's great.
But now, it's all about public opinion, because when companies wanna cancel you, when radio stations wanna cancel you, they don't wait for you to be proven guilty.
No,
you
no.
know, they hear what people say.
And then it's done for
And
you.
then it's done for you with all the
Corporate.
publicity, with
Yeah.
all the publicity that you received from
Yeah.
that negativity.
Yeah.
It's over for you.
But-
How is that good?
That's my thing, though. I think that's not good, right?
Yeah.
But my argument with it is that for you personally, if I am an artist and I'm out there, of course I need the corporate sponsors and whatnot. But if I have something bad that I did as a human being, I wouldn't want to have any of that sponsorship anyway, because they're not there for me, literally. They're there for whatever I can bring to the table. So if I do something fucked up and they want to leave, they have every right to. I think it's them who have the problem of leaving. In South Africa, companies are quick to bounce. Anything. But
I know.
I don't know necessarily if we're trying to do this podcast, nah? And we have AMP Studios and we do something fucked up that links AMP to what we did, and they saying, yo, we're out. I think that's on them, because I have my own thing that I'm doing with or without them. So that publicity that they saying they're running from is actually good for me.
Look, bro, I had a situation when someone was trying to extort money from me.
Sure.
You know? And I paid that money because I could have said, okay, go to the papers. I was going to be on the papers. I was going to trend the whole week. But I was going to lose everything. I was going to lose everything. So I was like, okay, take this money and get out of my life. And yeah?
For politicians, it works. They can go to prison and they don't.
Yeah.
Who, like Gaten.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Hey now.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I thought about it. I can be on the newspapers and trend on social media, but I'm gonna lose everything. You know, that is not good publicity. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
and when I got hijacked and kidnapped,
Yeah.
I allowed it to be on the newspapers because I did nothing wrong, and
we're gonna feel sorry for you.
you're gonna feel sorry
And
for me,
donate.
and people are gonna donate. The family is gonna make sure that I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need to control the narrative.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. You can control the narrative when it comes to how you want it to come out.
Yeah.
But I also feel like in that situation, didn't you maybe believe that even if you lose the corporate stuff, you can still now gain just off the fact that there's more people on your face or your dick or whatever. Like, there's more people who know about you now. You know? So whatever you put out from here, it just depends on what you're putting out if we're gonna run with it.
Yeah, a lot of people might know about that, about you, but at that time, you're in prison. The judge didn't buy your story.
Yeah, that's different though. I didn't know your shit was. You could have landed in prison, dog. Shit. Who did you kill? Who did? So let's sort this out real quick. But I get you with that. Yes, it also depends on what the publicity is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So not every publicity is good publicity. I tell you that.
You've made the right points, but I still do believe if they're talking about you, then you're doing something. I'm not gonna say you're doing something right, but if they're talking about you, you're doing something. There's people out there who are clean as a whistle, have the money, have the resources, but their bad publicity, it won't help them grow as an artist. If anything, that's going to kill their career. All the corporates are going to leave. But then I do believe there's some artists who can look at someone like an MT, right?
Yeah.
MT's got so much crap that would have killed so many different artists.
Yeah.
But it only made him bigger and bigger and bigger for himself, not even for any corporate, not even for any label. All the shit that he's done is now benefiting him 5-6 years later.
Trust me, it does happen, but not for everyone. Brenda Fassie was one of those who'd overdose and do some shit.
But it only made more sales. Though.
Yeah, and sell more records on top of all that.
Yeah, but you're right. It's like, also, what did you do? South Africans are sensitive.
Yeah.
What did you do? If for us to say it's bad publicity, what did you do? Did you rape someone? Did you did you kill someone? Then we our Ubuntu and moral standards have that line.
Will come into place.
Yeah, we'll like,
come into place. No. This is a no-go area.
Look at the Diddy situation. As much as even R. Kelly, they went to prison, they're gone. But I do believe that their music is being listened to probably more now than it was when they were hot.
I was checking the other time. He had 4 million monthly listeners on Spotify. 4 million. you know what I'm saying?
That's a confirmed, convicted, rapist, kidnapper, trafficker, you know what I mean? But there's still that if you have the ability to be that great, you can be great to the point where all your publicity sort of benefits you in a way, depending on who you are.
Yeah, it's crazy. In South Africa, when Briggs comes out, he's gonna have to start afresh, cleaning his image, do some community service.
It's been so many years.
And everything needs to be on camera for us to buy it and say, he's a good guy, he's a changed man.
It's even worse.
He's rehabilitated.
Yeah, it's even worse when you come out and your bad publicity comes out with you. So now you come out, we hear that, and like you and Cleo weren't good. You know what I mean? Like it's more like everything you guys were doing was just you eating each other's money. It was all just a mess, and now we're not involved anymore. You know, so it's about you and your luck, I think. You know, but for me, any publicity that you get, if you're trying to blow up and be a public figure, which is what it is, then it should be good. Like we were saying, for politicians, any publicity is great. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Gigaba is more famous now after showing his penis than he was before, you know.
But he lost his ministerial job.
Yeah.
The position.
He lost the position.
It's like,
but I don't think it's mine.
Okay, is it worth it to
lose the position,
lose this and be famous
and get that? Yeah. Is it worth it for him to?
Yeah.
And for them, I think it's better. Like, that's when they go start their own fucking parties and shit, because now we know them more than we knew who was the general secretary of ANC. We know the nigga who showed his dick, and we're going to check out everything he does after that, you know? So for me, all publicity is good. For you, yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
All right, bit of both worlds. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think. If you have seen a dope publicity stunt that you think worked out to the T, which there has been some. I just recently found out that Nas and Khalees weren't fucking together at all. You know, she posted that, this was all publicity shit. You know, so there are some stunts that go and live forever, and we still believe them.
Do you buy that?
Yeah.
It was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, fully. Even more now that she said it. I've always thought that, but what kind of... They had a weird-ass relationship, you know. Not to tap into people's relationships and who downgraded from who, but...
But why would you pay, like, for her lifestyle maintenance if over some fake shit if it wasn't real?
Don't they have kids?
I think they do have a kid.
Yeah, dog. We fucked on a crazy night. We had a baby, but we both know this is not. If she's saying it, then I believe it. If he said it, I wouldn't believe Nas. But I get
it's like
how they moved as well, man.
It's like a Somizi situation where the baby mama says it was just one night and they had a kid.
Yeah. But not really, because Khalees and them were in the public eye together. You know, they had to pull the publicity stunt to the fullest.
No, I'm saying you can have a baby when you're not together like that.
Yes, that can happen. I mean, come on, dog. Shit. We niggas. I have a baby, but I'm not like committed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's bad.
What do you mean?
I'm committed.
Nigga, it's 2025. Nobody's committed. Everybody's co-parenting.
No, I am.
That's the new wave.
I'm not everybody. I'm not everybody.
But if you had a nice publicity stunt that you knew would make you some money by dating Boiti, chances are you'd do it, and then eventually someone would come out and say that this was bullshit.
I've dated some presenters and some public figures in secret. I didn't want to make it like, hey, this is my claim to fame. I'm gonna let everybody know. No. I always kept it on the DL. Yeah,
I guess. But you don't have to be. You're not in the public space where you're on TV with everyone every day. You know what I mean? You're not like a Casper or someone. You know?
Yeah.
It's more like you can keep you. But when you're such a public figure, when they see you in the mall with another hand, that's publicity. Good or bad. You're pushing something somehow.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I mean. Like, these things can happen where publicity stunts last for many years. So the Khalees thing was disappointing for me, that they've been lying for so many fucking years, man. But yeah, that's our conversation for today. I think let's get into the free period, yo.
Free period.
We covered that one.
If you are an artist who's serious about their craft but just can't can't afford a TV quality music video? Don't trip, cause the Masterclass podcast has got you the plug. From as little as 3,000 Rand, you can get yourself a TV quality music video. First, gather the coins, then WhatsApp stand on the numbers below when you're ready. Take your art to the next level with God Motion Films.
My dog.
Yeah, I for sure.
Yeah, you know these homies way more than I do for free period today.
Free period.
There's new names for me.
Our rapper of the week, we have a rapper from Durban by the name of CanisMajor.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Barz rapper. He's a
Not a Lions guy.
He's a Doomy type
Oh,
rapper.
right.
Yeah,
Okay. Great,
yeah,
nice.
he's on that Stogie Tees.
Yeah.
He's quite dope. He's quite dope. He's from
Okay.
Durban. I've seen him perform live a couple of times, and he's got some stuff on YouTube. Check him out, CanisMajor.
Is
Dope,
he
dope rap.
new, or he's been doing this?
He's been doing this. His new in Durban is not new, but nationally he's new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out. You said the name was, so we can get it again.
CanisMajor.
Check out the video there. I'm sure it's playing already.
Yeah,
CanisMajor.
for sure. CanisMajor, yeah.
CanisMajor. Shout out. Though. You've been showing a lot of love to Cape Town, yo.
Everywhere. Like, check our
More
producer.
Cape Town, no.
Check Cape Town, Durban, Joburg, Pretoria. Check our producer of the week. As Young Tan Beats.
Where is he from? I've heard that name though somewhere.
That name has done big
Too much.
thing. He did DIY 90% of the MT album.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I
He's
know
been
that. I
doing,
recognized
like,
it somewhere.
Saudi, the ATM. He's African trap. He's that guy.
Okay, so he's got that sound.
He's
knows.
got that sound.
He's one of we can say he's one of the pioneers of that ATM sound.
Yeah, even though we credit it, we give credit to Raf.
Ooh.
Maybe we can say he's a prodigy. He's a
Of like a rough.
Yeah, of like a Raf. You know,
Okay.
but Raf is that guy.
No, I hear that.
So yeah. Young Tan Beats is crazy with it. You've heard War by MT.
Yes.
That's
the
him.
big that's the big single.
Yeah.
That was the big single.
That
man.
was a big single.
the
DIY
album.
3, he's the main producer there. So shout out to you, my dog. We see you. We salute you. You are our producer of the week.
1000%, man. We got to get out of here, so let's review
Hey, let's review
our
quick
album
fast.
of the week.
Hey.
The Bragacy.
Bragacy.
You go first, dog.
What do you think of the name? Do you think she's riding on Legacy?
Of course, I mean, it's in our face. But I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, it was his girl, and we don't know what they spoke about or whatever conversations they had about her music going forward. But for her to feel like, look, she's also adopted a lot of the Legacy. You know what I mean? Like,
to her fan base.
to her fan base. So I wasn't upset when I saw the name. You know, I just thought the name would come with something else, with something different. But your thoughts?
Because I'm saying before she dropped an EP, the Braga EP. You know that was a combination of two things, Braga and Legacy. Then equals to Bragacy.
Bragacy, yeah.
But doing Bragacy alone now, there's no Legacy. It's just Braga.
The expectations are high if you're gonna call yourself Bragacy.
Yeah, if you're gonna call it that, yeah, and I'd understand if there was a couple of Kenan features, you know.
He's
like,
there.
Okay, yeah, he's there. I heard him. But not like as a feature.
Yeah, it's more like interviews.
Yeah,
like
interview
they
where he's
stole
talking.
clips,
Yeah.
and he put them.
But
in
yo,
there.
let's talk about the album itself. What's your take on it?
It's not for me.
Hmm?
It's not for me.
It's not for you.
It's definitely not for me, because I think I also came into it with certain expectations, based on the fact that I think it's been a while since we've heard Nadia come together in studio and put together something.
Yeah.
For us as the masses. I just feel like it has people. There are certain people that will enjoy this.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not one of them.
I think it's not Nadia's best work, but I don't think it's a bad album either. You know, I think it's playing there in the mid section.
For real.
Yeah.
Why would you say just mid? Because in my head, it's more like below. I think it's just below mid.
It's below mid.
Yeah, a few things could have happened for it to become a mid, but it's. Yo, I haven't skipped so many songs in an album in a long time, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I was saying earlier or last week, is that there was a time when I was listening to the album, I was only on track 3 and I was already saying, when is this shit gonna end? You know? It was just 2015, 2016-ish for me with some of the production. Some of the beats, I was just like, this is, even in America, they used these beats just off the crunk music was killing it, you know.
I like this PT track with Muesli, especially Muesli's verse.
I liked Muesli's verse on it.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear the song until Muesli came on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only time I realized I had to go now see okay, what song is playing is because I heard Muesli. But before that, I wasn't really even thinking. It's a very hard album for me to tap into.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I think this album needed some serious A&Ring. You know, A&R. You need someone to say, okay, the album is done. No, this song is not going in. This song is not going in. Go re-record this one. This one has you need some A&R, because a lot of artists, they just do songs on their own and that's it.
Put them out.
You know, there's no executive producer who can say, hey, take this thing back, go redo this thing, you know, or A&R who's gonna guide you through artistry and repertoire, you know.
Who did it drop under? I don't know if you can check there.
Okay, let me check.
Just so I know who it dropped under, because I when I was listening to it, it didn't even feel like it had a
It
huge
says
label
Ziki,
backing.
Ziki Media. I don't know who that is.
Probably her company or something.
Yeah, probably her
or whoever's. Shout out to Ziki.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can feel, man. There's a lot missing for me for it to acquire my taste.
Yeah, it needed some serious A&R.
I like the way Nadia raps. I like how her flow is always there's a thing such as a Nadia flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, with this girl or whoever sounds like Nadia kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's still that, but I didn't hear anything that was like.
Of course,
new.
she can rap. You know Nadia.
But what else?
Yes.
But what else?
But it's not well put together.
Yeah, and then like halfway through this shit, when I'm starting to feel it, Afrobeat, then
I heard that.
piano, then soul, then bars, then trap, then that's why I was like, this shit is this is, if I can't pick songs that I like off it, it's not a project I would sit down and go through from song 1 or 2 unless I have to review it, from song 1 to end. Sorry, unless
Okay.
I have. How's the features for you? Before we leave it,
Let me refresh
can't
my
find my phone,
memory. Refresh my memory.
I can't even peeps the track list, but yeah.
I like the Muesli feature, obviously, and the Big Hash.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
That's a good song.
The Big Hash song had me, but it was also like, even for him, even for Big Hash, for Big Hash, his verse on there was also like 2021, 22 Big Hash. You know what I mean? He just sounded like Young, how he sounded on Young, and we all loved that. So I think they just brought it. I don't know how new some of these songs are. You know what I mean? Like, they all sounded a bit oldish.
Dated.
Yeah. It was.
Okay.
It gave me the feel of, let's just put something out for Nadia. And I don't think that was the best thing to do, because now, as a commentator, I don't know if I'm convinced to go bump the next Nadia shit that comes out, unless it's organically hot.
Let's rate it before we leave.
Shit, I didn't want to do that, man. I didn't want to rate it because, like I said...
You're going to rate it. You're going to have to rate it. Yeah.
I went 30 seconds or a minute into certain songs, and I had to skip because my ears couldn't take it anymore. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10.
A 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
Okay. That's
fair.
fair.
Because of PT.
And we're not hating on Nadia. We love Nadia.
Yeah.
That's why I think this is, for me, constructive in terms of how she should look at her next shit. But obviously, if you take offense, it's taken, not given.
Yeah, that's why I said mid. Like 5 out of 10 is in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit lower than that.
Okay.
You know? But shout out to her for giving us the music. Yes, some of that shit don't land. Some of it will land. Some of it might grow on niggas. But for me, it's not my type of shit.
Go check it out. Nadia, Nakai, Bregacy. Brah. We're out.
Outies. See you next week. Peace. Oh, shout out Mo Fire.
Recognize real.
Shout out to the Masterclass podcast. I'm right here, man, rapping you. Yo, I love what you're doing to hip hop.
And you know, they're always talking, shining light on us as the artists,
Sure.
as the you know the music fraternity. And since I appreciate it, so keep on doing what you're doing, man. I
Appreciate you, man. Good to see the
Shout out to the Masterclass podcast. Mwah.